What's up, everybody? This episode of Champ and the Tramp was brought to you by Bubba Coos Burritos. Definitely my favorite spot to go. That Nashville chicken is slamming. I know Roger likes it. I think he ate like 4 of them the other day. So
that is my go-to. I used to go in. I used to like pick. I'd always get like the fucking grilled chicken or the crispy chicken. I'd point. Now my go-to is the Nashville hot chicken. Every time I go, I love it.
Yeah, you got to give it a try. So Bubba Coos, hit it up in your neighborhood and next town over. Whatever you got to do. Let's go.
Bubba Coos.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and the Tramp, let the bomb blast.
Okay, buddy, you got it.
What's up, everybody? All right, let's do that again.
Let me blow my dick out your mouth.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Champ and the Tramp. I'm sitting here just with my man, Frankie Edgar, the answer today. It's just us in the podcast.
Bro, I got some short shorts on.
Yeah, you do. You
right?
got them nut huggers.
These are. I got them at Tilly's.
Tilly. Oh, yeah, I remember Tilly. Yeah,
yeah, you remember? What do you mean you remember? You don't.
I haven't shopped there in years.
Oh, what? You too fucking big time for Ocean County Mall, bro?
PacSun. I used to go there.
PacSun, yeah.
I used to go to Spencer's. They used to get my tank tops in there because they had all the swear words.
Tank tops?
Yeah, they got all the fucking swear words and shit on them. You know, when I was like in my 20s when I moved here, I used to go to Spencer's.
You wore tank tops when you were real skinny?
I started lifting. I guess.
How long were you skinny? When did you start getting jacked?
I moved here when I was 22, and I was really skinny. Again, you say really
What's
skinny.
What's really skinny? You're 6'4". You're always 6'4", I guess.
So if you're 6'4", unless you're 200 plus, you look skinny.
Yeah,
so I think I was just hovering under 200 pounds. Yeah.
Wow. I would have bet you like a fucking pretzel.
Yeah. No, you definitely. Listen, I'm 250 now, and you could probably beat me up still, but I'm getting older, pal. And plus, you're a fighter, so.
I'm joking, dude. Relax.
But I'm being honest about it. I've rolled with you, motherfucker. I've rolled with you.
Yeah.
I got a puncher's chance, though. I might catch it. But anyway, so I was again, I consider that really skinny at 22. And, you know, we all kind of like the same girls, right? Like, I don't care where you're from. We all like the stripper-looking chicks with the huge boobs and, you know, dressed scantily clad in the clubs. So
speak for yourself, Roger.
Yeah, not you.
I like church-going.
I know you do.
Woman.
I know you do. But anyway, I started going out with cool kids, I guess, you know, like Dan Bonder. You know Joey's older brother, Danny Bonder. Started hanging out with him and going out with him, and you know, they were always around these like hot chicks, and they weren't really feeling me because I was like the skinny kid from fucking Maine with.
You had the big belt buckle.
No, bro, I had.
Right?
Remember Tim
He
Sylvia?
had the big belt buckle.
No, that's like Texas. That's not Maine. But anyway.
No, they don't.
Like overalls would be more.
Overalls,
Maine.
Okay.
So anyway,
I mean that'd be like Nebraska.
Do you remember
too.
Tim Sylvia when he was UFC heavyweight champ? He had those chops.
Yeah.
I had them too.
That was the style.
No, it wasn't really. I kind of
up there it was.
I kind of did it because he did it. I thought it was, you know, I was like, oh, that's a cool look. Whatever. It wasn't cool at all, bro. There was nothing cool about it, and I rocked it. His were kind of like thick, and mine were like sharp to a point. Like, you know, I went every week and got the edge up, and I
looked
looked
like Andrew Dice Clay.
I looked like an idiot. Yeah, I looked like Andrew Dice Clay. I looked like a complete fucking skinny idiot, and I couldn't figure out why girls wouldn't talk to me. But I you know, where I grew up, I don't want to say it was a great place. I mean, it was amazing, but it wasn't cultured. You know what I mean? Like I was a redneck. I was a hillbilly.
Redneck? I don't know. I don't put Maine as a redneck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was at what they call a downeaster. You know,
Downeaster.
We're down east Maine.
Dude, that
you
song
know?
I told you that song by
Downeaster Alexa.
Downeaster Alexa.
Yeah.
That shit fucking pumps me up. I
don't
even know what the fuck it's about, but it's
fishermen from Massachusetts.
Montauk.
Yeah. Was it? Montauk. I think it was. No, wait. Montauk is off the end of Long Island. Isn't it?
Didn't they say something about Montauk? Yeah, he's from.
Is it? I thought it was fish. I thought it was
Billy
fishermen.
Joel's from Long Island.
Yeah, but I thought it was about the fishermen from Massachusetts having. I don't know. They were.
Was it like the perfect storm?
No,
like that?
I don't think it was
John
that.
Mark Wahlberg
Downeaster
movie?
Alexa was a small boat, you know. But anyway, You're getting sidetracked here. So yeah, you know, they were always hanging out with these hot chicks, and they were never really digging me. Like I felt like they were always pulling girls when they were out. So it didn't take long. I mean, 2 + 2. I'm looking at the dudes they're into. They're all jacked, juice heads, fucking tan. I'm this kid from Maine, fucking rocking chops or whatever. Took me a few years, but I was like, I got to get to a gym. You know what I mean? So I think around, I don't know, maybe 25 or so, 26. I started going to the gym I still go to this day, but I had no idea what I was doing. Typical guy, don't know what you're doing, don't know how to lift, but too proud to ask anybody. And I would go with Danny Bonner. He was a big guy. You know, he ran some gear back in the day and did, you know, a little cycle, whatever, but he wasn't like a hardcore lifter. He just lifted to get a little pump and go out and wear a tank top and look good, you know? So I would go with him, but he never really, he went there to socialize more than anything. He was always talking to everybody in the gym and, you know, so it was hard to learn from him. So at some point I kind of figured out how to lift on my own, and then I was like, well, shit, you know, I'm still not getting bigger. So somebody pointed me in the direction of gear, started running a little bit of gear, got a little size on, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. Everybody's like, oh, you run gear, you cheat, you fucking get swole overnight. It doesn't happen like that, bro. It doesn't, it's not even fucking close like that. But anyway, after, you know, maybe, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years or something, I started putting on some size, you know, getting a little bigger, pushing 30, getting to 30. And, you know, I never did massive quantities of anything. If you look at cycles of people that are actually really honest about it, like Rich Piana and bodybuilders and stuff, you look at the cycles they do, I mean, that probably would kill me. Most people would die from the amount of shit they take. You know what I mean? You know, and there's like
what about
basic
growth.
Never done growth, man.
No.
They say growth's a fountain of youth. Actually, I think people are kind of getting away from growth now.
Well, you know,
it's
I heard
more peptides now.
well, that's like a precursor to growth, I believe. But I heard Louis Simmons say, growth's garbage.
Yeah, really?
You know, yeah. I don't know.
You know, I used to hear, like, the first things I heard about growth was if you don't do it right, you make yourself a diabetic. You know what I mean? I always used to hear that. Like, if you don't do growth right, you can make yourself a diabetic. I don't know that that's so much true, but it doesn't matter. I never did it anyway. But, you know, all pro bodybuilders that I've ever talked to, the only reason they got to be the size that they are is from growth, doing growth, you know? You know where most pro bodybuilders get their growth from?
Where?
AIDS patients.
How do you know?
Because there used to be a pro bodybuilder that went to my gym. We got to be pretty friendly. I was trying to pick up some tips from him because he was like an IBBF pro. He was a fucking huge dude. So somebody told me he did gay for pay. I heard that afterwards.
Oh, that's probably how he knows. Oh,
yeah. Well, he's married. He used to come in there with a chick, but I think you do what you got to do to make money. I guess if you're broke.
Oh yeah, you willing to do that?
No.
Okay,
no.
Then stop talking like that. Jeez.
I'm saying some people.
I'm joking.
So anyway, long story short, I started picking his ear, and he was pretty open, candid, and honest. Man, he wasn't. He's like, you know, I never got big, like big, until I started doing growth. But growth is expensive. It's really expensive to buy, like, on the open market.
How much is growth, you know?
I don't know. There's so many, you know, there's a lot of Chinese shit, genotropin,
you don't want that
hemotropin.
stuff,
You don't want
right?
that shit. You want the good shit. You want human grade, basically, is what you want. You want the stuff that AIDS patients are prescribed, and it's mostly covered by insurance or health plans or whatever. So
why is it good for an AIDS patient, I wonder? Healing factor or something?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I've heard two purposes for it. You know, they give growth to people that are stunted in their growth to help them grow, you know, and AIDS patients. And I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. I can't give you I just know that it's
You're not a doctor, bro? I thought I was talking to a fucking doctor. What the fuck?
So I'm just relaying what he told me. So he said, you know, and this guy, he didn't know me from Adam, and he's being really, really candid with me. But he's like, listen, what do gay dudes like? They like dudes that are in shape. They like big, jack, buff fucking guys that are in shape, right? So he's like, they are way overprescribed the amount of growth they need. They're way. So they have a certain amount they can give away. Surplus of it. So, you know, he's like, they dig. So you get to be friendly with a couple guys in the gym or whatever, and you know, you fucking.
So you get to be friendly with a couple AIDS patients.
Yeah,
in the
maybe
gym?
take your shirt off.
How do you fucking find out that they're an AIDS patient?
Well, I think it's a lot of it's done through blogs and things like that. You know what I mean? Fucking. This is what the guy, bro. I'm not. I'm
he's like in the corner of your boy.
I'm relaying.
Oh yeah, that guy definitely's got AIDS.
Yeah,
he's a little skinny. He's got AIDS.
No, I don't know how they find out. I'm just telling you what he said. So, you know, they love bodybuilder dudes. So when they have this surplus, it's like an exchange. I don't know if it's for gay for pay or they want
muscles,
fucking
sometimes
shirtless pics or what.
Sometimes you want to touch the muscles.
And, you know, because they have this.
You ever see, I've seen
that's a fetish.
Yeah, I know.
Chicks that are like fucking, it's if
like
you,
the big jack chicks, like skinny, like little dudes, like gets thrown around by them.
It's a fetish called FBB, female bodybuilder. If you put FBB into like YouPorn or Pornhub, that's what all it is big, jacked, ripped fucking monster chicks like squeezing the heads with their legs, like squeezing dudes' heads, and dudes love it. Guys get off on it. It's crazy. But listen, there's fetishes out there for everything. Remember we had Caitlyn on? People bought her fucking pictures of her feet, bro. I mean, people are weird out there. You know?
I want to buy my feet, but put it down in the comments.
Yeah, anybody want to buy some shots of this bad boy?
Those feet are fucked up, too.
They aren't great feet. They aren't. They really
No,
aren't.
I don't know. I got.
Were you gonna say everybody says your feet are nice?
No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say the opposite. They say I got fucked up feet, but I think my feet are fine.
No, I got fucked up one toe. This fucking toe is so damn long. It's longer than my other feet. So now, after years of wearing shoes and boots and shit, it's starting to curl over. You know, it's like I feel like I could hang upside down from a ceiling fan with that thing.
Only that toe?
Only that toe because it's so much longer.
Wow,
you know?
Both feet.
There's a name for it. Both feet. Yeah, there's a name for it. I forget what it is, but
I think it's probably.
Anyway,
it's probably not politically correct.
I'm sure it's not in this world that we live in. What is?
So, okay, I was kind of talking the story before. I don't really know the exact details, but I did read somewhat of an article. I guess James Franco is getting canceled for, I don't know, being like I don't know the whole story. I guess pushing on to a woman or something like that. I don't know.
Well, there was a story about him a while back that I heard that he wore a pin. I think it was during the Me Too movement. I could have this wrong. We're two idiots in a fucking basement. Don't expect much out of us. But I think he wore a Me Too pin or something like that and did an award ceremony, and they came after him because there was a lot of sexual assault allegations against him. Yeah.
So Seth Rogen, I see an interview, and he was like, so I guess someone asked me to see him. He's like, no, I'm distancing myself from him. And, he's pretty much saying he's not going to work with him again. Like, dude, I wanted to see Pineapple Express 2 or something, and, dude, they've a lot of movies. This is the end, together, a bunch of shit. So I was, whatever. I wanted to see them get back together. But my thought process is this. Like if you're Seth Rogen and you're, say you're James Franco, I'm Seth Rogen. Now, this fucking, someone said you whatever, or sexually harassed them or whatever, this and that. Now, either... if I'd known you did that, and that's what, like, say I knew you really were a scumbag, and that's why I'd be like, yeah, I'm not fucking working with him. I get that, right? Mm-hmm. But say I know you didn't do that. Mm-hmm. It's just you're getting, labeled this, and I don't want to be associated with you because God forbid, my reputation gets fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like, that's fucked up, I think. That's like turning your back on your boy.
I guess there's two ways.
Who knows what's the real story,
There's two ways to look at that. I'll get a little personal for a minute, and I won't get into detail because I'm well beyond this. But, I did have a shitstorm come after me. And at the time, you and I had some possibilities of going places doing a podcast. And it was never a direct statement or anything. Never. It was just kind of nothing happened. And you had an opportunity. You could have gone there, and you didn't. You stuck with me, and here we are doing a podcast. We're 75 episodes in, and honestly, I think it was a good move. But I think the answer is clear what you would do because you know me, you know my character.
Right, yeah, but say you were really a fucking scumbag.
The flip side to this is right. I was just
if you were really a scumbag,
does Seth Rogen know something that we don't know? Does he know something about the story?
This guy,
about James Franco.
But it had to be for me not to fuck with you, it had to be pretty serious. It can't be like you were hit on a girl maybe a little like aggressively. Right. I mean, even that's a little much, but like, as long as you didn't cross any lines, like I got your back. But once you cross the line, I get it.
Right. Yeah. No, I would think, I'm a facts guy.
I wanted to see Pineapple Express too. That's what I'm getting at.
I agree. But there are people who, and again, two idiots in the basement that don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Stop calling me an idiot, bro.
There have been rivalries where people swore they'd never work together, and they did, that made amazing movies. Robert De Niro, and again, I could be totally wrong, and this could be just a rumor, but Robert De Niro and the little dude, Joe Pesci, supposedly fucking hated each other, and they just made a movie together not that long ago.
They made Goodfellas together.
Listen, I'm just telling you, that's the rumor that I heard. Well, they did not like each other.
I heard your rumor's false.
Personally.
I think your rumor's false. I heard you said Joe Pesci has a house right over in Lavalette.
Oh, I heard he sold it, but then I heard he still got it.
I'm saying back in the day. Right. Supposedly they would hang out together down in Lavalette.
Okay, but I mean, at one point they were friends, and then this is just what I heard. It doesn't mean it's true. I'm just having a conversation with you. For whatever reason,
listen,
they
buddy.
had personal issues.
Nobody's going to hang you if you give us some incorrect information.
They had personal issues outside of being work colleagues that they didn't see eye to eye. They did not like each other. The word I used was hated each other, and that went on for years and years and years. That's why they didn't make movies together for years, because every movie they ever made together was amazing. And then they just made what was the movie they just made? Irishman. Yeah, they just made that recently, and it was a great movie.
Was it?
I thought it was great, man. But
I liked it. It was a great story.
I'm also a Teamster, so I'm a little.
Okay. All right.
You know,
okay.
Jimmy Hoffa's a little personal to me.
Okay, all right, I get it, but no, I like the whole story. It was definitely like old school type that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I didn't like about it is having that like doctoring them up to have them play themselves young. Like he's there stomping on someone. You can see it's like a fucking 70-year-old guy stomping on, or an 80-year-old guy stomping on someone.
Yeah.
Like they should have just cast younger guys. I think that would have you know.
Well,
gave opportunities to other actors.
Yes
too.
and no. Yes, yeah. But is anybody really on the level? I mean, there's a few guys maybe on the level of them as actors, but not many younger guys.
Bro, but so what? It's the movie. It would make the movie like Bronx Tale, right?
They bring
Bronx Tale,
the
right?
names alone bring a huge draw, though.
But listen, Bronx Tale,
Right?
Or even fucking Godfather. When he's younger, right? When the Godfather's younger, then it's not fucking Marlon Brando. It's De Niro plays him when he's younger. You know what I mean? That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I just think it would have been a little bit.
Who would you? Okay, so
I don't know. I mean,
come on, you gotta throw out a couple names. You can't
play De Niro.
You make a claim like that.
I mean, I don't know actors.
But he's not playing De Niro.
I know playing that guy
right
to play the guy.
So it could be anybody.
To play a young De Niro.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, fuck no.
I think he can do any fucking role.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure. But I don't think he looks the part. He has to look like De Niro. He has kind of somewhat look like him.
De Niro's Italian as hell, and he's an Irish guy.
Actually, De Niro, believe it or not, is half Irish.
Is he?
Yeah. So is Al Pacino. Al Pacino's not all Italian.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do they call a mutt in the? Danielle would know.
A fugazi?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? A what?
Like a mutt, someone that's not 100%.
A mulatto?
No, that's somebody
half
mulatto is half black, half white.
Right. So
no, somebody that's not full Italian. Italians have a name for him. I don't know what it is. I'm not Italian, so I don't know what it is. But
Animals? No.
Stugats. I don't know what it is.
I
have no idea what it is.
Yeah. So that'd be fucked up. But I got your back, bro. When you do some crazy shit,
I think
just don't get it. Let it get out.
Doing crazy shit are done, bud.
No. Never yet. Never done.
Never done doing crazy shit? You think you got some crazy shit left in you?
Mm-mm.
The only thing
I do.
The only thing I could possibly see
I could see maybe
you doing, because it sort of happened once, would be something to do with your kids. You get out of hand because something happened with your kids.
Fuck yeah.
And that would probably be the only way.
I think it's anybody, right? Anybody. Yeah. For the most part, you fucking my kids, man.
Right.
I have some trouble with that.
Yeah.
You see, okay, we don't have to get political because I don't even know the whole anything really. I don't know anything about it. I just see some people. I know I'm friends with a lot of Muslims, and they're supporting Palestine. Then I see some people supporting Israel. Pray for this person, pray for that one. But yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on over there.
It is.
And then I'm seeing something like we gave money to somebody, and that helped maybe fuel all this. So
wasn't it something like Biden gave money to Palestine? Like
I don't know about Palestine, to Hamas supposedly, or
Hamas
Iran. I think
Hamas
Iran
is Palestine.
I know. I think Iran. No, not really.
No,
I don't think so. I think Hamas is like a radical group,
right?
You know,
but heavily influxed in Palestine. No,
well, they're probably they're mostly Palestinians, but it's still they're not. You know, I again, I don't know 100%, but I think they're more of like a radical group.
Okay.
You know?
Well, they're the ones firing the rockets.
Yeah,
into Israel.
But did you see what Israel did to the mosque?
I saw the one.
And like I heard too. This is what I heard. Again, I don't know that like they had a deal. Like Israel was cutting off supplies to the Gaza Strip.
Listen, this is a touchy subject because I'm very opinionated on politics, not so much foreign policy.
You don't know enough.
I don't know enough, so I would never comment.
Right.
But what I do know was that there was peace over there when Trump was in power. You know what I mean? I do know that, and it had been quelled for the first time in a long time, and big good things were happening over there, and it's 90 days in, and they're now murdering each other again.
I think more than 100 now, right?
Is it over 100?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
A lot of people say it's just a distraction to what's going on with Maricopa County. A lot of people say everything you're seeing is just a distraction.
That's a big distraction.
I don't know, man. A lot of people are saying that.
No, I don't know. That's hard to orchestrate that.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in Maricopa County? What's your prediction?
This guy. What did we ever talk about? What did we ever talk about? Where did he go to? Where do you go? This guy loves politics.
You're talking about foreign politics.
He's the next.
You just don't want to talk.
Carlson.
You don't want to talk about it on American soil.
What do we call me? What I call him? I call him Trucker Carlson. Oh shit! I don't know. Honestly, I think it's all fun. I think you're done. Like I don't know why the fuck we're even going over this shit because It's over, bro. He's our fucking president. It's fucking over.
I don't agree with you at all.
You're crazy.
I don't
bro.
agree with you at all.
Listen, I do it. Fuckery was involved. Must have been. I mean, you're seeing this shit still being played out, but it's like the hope of this guy coming back. This is over. I seen someone say, "Oh, he can come back." No. I said,
so
no.
wait,
No. This is what I seen. Listen,
you're saying it's over because it can never be proven, which is that's a high high probability.
Yeah.
Or are you saying it's over because it was an honest, integral election?
No, I'm saying over. It's over because whatever. It's not going to be proven. You know what I mean?
That's
what
possible.
I think. That's it's over. It's done. It's done.
Yeah.
And then I seen something that Trump can run for
Senate.
Yeah, right, in 2022.
Right.
Become the House Speaker
for Florida. Yep.
Right? and then what? Impeach them or something, and
then still run in 2024.
End up the president, finish this term, and then still run 2024.
Yeah.
Oh my God, will that piss some people off?
Is it crazy far fetched? It
ain't happening, bro.
Here's all I want, and I've said it. I've said it from fucking day one, and I'm gonna say it again. If Biden was honestly and integrally voted in, and there was no voter fraud whatsoever, he's my goddamn president. He's my fucking president.
But he's not your president right now?
No, he's my president right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, he's my president.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. No question.
Your president sucks dick, bro. No, I'm joking. That's just the gas price. Actually, the gas ain't even bad here, though, yet, right? Everyone's been talking.
It's not
I had someone hit me up.
It's like 50
Oh,
cents.
bro, fill up your car. Dude, I go to the fucking gas station.
Well,
it's $2.99. Ain't that bad.
That's because of the pipeline shutdown, which is
that true?
Well, again, it's
timely,
all
very good timing.
It depends on, I'm going to get labeled a conspiracy theorist, which I'm definitely not, but it's all tied into distraction and confusion and.
But okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could really be fucking hacked.
I think anything can be hacked, like anything. But why? Of all things, it can be hacked.
And why now?
Why hack fucking pipeline?
Well, I get that. I get anybody wanting to hack anything, but
what they get, $5 million, and then supposedly the $5 million got hacked, and they didn't even get it, right?
Really?
Yeah. Supposedly they had a $5 million ransom, which is peanuts in the oil industry. That's fucking nothing. They paid in Bitcoin, and then that got hacked.
Well, that was another fucking bad story for Bitcoin. What the fuck? I buy Bitcoin at the worst time.
Yeah, you did. Yes.
And then Elon Musk. How about that?
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
There's got to be a reason he's doing that. That's what.
Dude, he's too smart. He's too smart of a guy.
I know, but.
Right? From
that's what short sellers do. I'm not saying Elon Musk is a short seller. No. Obviously, he's not. He makes his money in the,
But listen. Like, he's saying, and again, I don't even know how all that works because I follow some people that say it's not true, but they say, to mine Bitcoin or to do transactions in Bitcoin, it just uses up so much energy. Mm-hmm. But then I've seen someone put that most Bitcoiners use renewable energy. But like, is he really an energy guy? Because like I don't know if people realize, like, every time you plug in that Tesla, what's the power? I know you're not using gas. You're not using gas to drive around. But when you plug it in, where's that electricity coming from?
Correct. Yeah.
Right? Where's it coming from? Do you know?
Well, bigger than that is mining lithium. They say the carbon footprint that puts on Mother Earth.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So
like bigger than the lifetime expectancy of driving a gasoline car.
This guy's blowing fucking rockets left and right. That can't be too good for the environment either.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering.
Right.
Why is he saying this stuff?
Again, I think there's a reason that people with that amount of money do everything they do. There's got to be a reason behind it. What it is, I couldn't tell you. But like I said, short sellers do that. They often short sell. He's not a stock market guy. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he may have investments in something that stand to do very well by trashing Bitcoin.
Yeah. That sucks. He had to start doing it now.
Yeah, because you bought it.
Yeah,
I was about to buy a little bit too, but
honestly, right now is the time you should buy a little bit.
Well, if you believe in it, yes.
I do.
I'm a little on the fence.
I'm a
little on the fence.
I still do.
And then what? There's a whole bunch of different ones, but
Dogecoin, yeah, and that's one he's been pumping. He pumped it, and then he talked shit about it on SNL, so it tanked. And then afterwards, he goes back.
That is short selling. Then
I know
that is short selling.
I know. Afterwards, he put a tweet out saying, he's making it better. He's trying to help them, make it more secure. So then it goes up again. So I just think he likes fucking with people. He's a smart dude and a powerful dude, and he gets to, manipulate a lot of markets, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, smarter guy than me, but there's
a
reason.
So? You think so?
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb and say possibly. Did you see my intro to the show?
Better looking.
So tell.
You're gonna answer.
No, my intro. I was fucking gibber drawing over here. I couldn't
but
even
he'll play. He's gonna use it.
Throw it in there. Throw it in. You guys will see my idiocy.
Idiocracy?
My idiocracy.
Idiocy.
Idiocy.
He's Italian. It's my idiocy.
My ignoramus. Why are you sitting over there?
My neck hurts. My neck fucking hurts, bro.
Renee fucking called this guy out. Like the toughest guy I know. Toughest fucking human being I know. I'm not just fucking saying that. Any Frankie Yeager fan knows that. But she's like, yo, you had to hear him laying on the floor in the bedroom.
Bro, I was getting stingers, dude. It wasn't going away. I was like, And then finally I learned to cock my head to the left, and I was good. Yeah. Kind of good. But, I mean, it's definitely getting a lot better. But, yeah, it was, got some good treatment. I can't really.
I always hear fighters talking about stingers. It's just like a sharp shooting nerve pain, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's not like a Charlie horse.
No, Charlie horse is from trauma.
Yeah.
Like a stinger could be just from bending your head a certain way.
Guess I've never had a stinger. If I did, I didn't know what it was. I get Charlie horses bad though. My hamstrings.
How do you get what Charlie horses? Like,
you know where I get them?
Someone punching you?
No.
You mean like it just as cramp?
Like a hamstring that locks up.
Yeah, it's a cramp,
and it will not fucking let go.
I guess you call it a Charlie horse.
I've always called it since I was a kid. I called
it.
Yeah,
but I thought to me a Charlie horse like I punch you in the leg. I give you a Charlie horse.
That's a Frogger.
I heard that too.
Yeah.
I heard that too. Okay.
And we used to do it to each other. We used to take the knuckle out and smack it right there, and it would like raise up. Remember?
Yeah.
Fucking grammar school and shit. But anyway, you know where I get them more than any other time? When I go snowmobiling. And I guess it's just from the fucking up and down.
And then
at the end of the day, I go to take my boots off my thing, and it locks up so bad on me. It hurts, yeah. Kills. And normally you just straighten your leg out, right? Like you straighten your leg out and you do this and it release. No, bro. Mine fucking hang on for I swear to God, 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm almost crying, holding on to the wall. And people are looking at me what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, it's a fucking Charlie horse and it's bad.
You probably got to jump right in a hot tub or something. Or sauna
I
or
don't
something.
know. Everybody's eating. And then I started eating bananas before I'd go out ride because it has potassium in it. And they say that's the best way. It didn't make any difference.
You might need some magnesium too.
Magnesium, you think? Yeah.
All right. How'd you eat the banana?
Idiot.
I get cramps in my hands a lot.
You were saying that, yeah.
We're all just ah.
You get weird afflictions that you don't really talk about, and then once in a while you go mention them like they're nothing, and I'm like, Jesus, that would scare the shit out of me. Like cataracts.
Yeah.
You were saying you got cataracts, and then they would go, and doctors were saying they're not going to go away without surgery, and then they went away,
twice,
and then they came back in the Munez fight, right?
Yeah.
And went away.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And doctors are advising you that it wouldn't go away, right?
Yeah. Well, when I fought Holloway, that's the first time I got it. I thought I just had to scratch my cornea. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't close my eye. I couldn't open my. It just hurt to do anything. You know. So I wore glasses. I went to the hospital when I walk me through that. You're in the middle of the fight. You get hit with a shot, or it just happens slowly through the fight, or you get hit with a big shot. And it happens. No, I just thought I got hit, the glove touched my eyeball, you know, and that'll make everything foggy, you know. So I just thought I was foggy, and I had cuts, so blood was getting in my eye. So I just thought it was the blood in my eye that was making everything foggy, you know. Right. Then after the fight, it was painful still, and I couldn't. The lights were super bright, you know. It's kind of like you have a film over your eye, your vision, and lights are super bright, you know. And so then I went to the doctor. They said I scratched my cornea, and then I went to the eye doctor, or I went to the hospital. They gave me some numbing drops to chill me out. And then I went to the doctor, and they told me, it's cataracts. They're pretty much the only way to fix it is with surgery, or replacements, or to replace them, I guess. And I even got a second opinion. Supposedly one of the, I think it was Willis. It's one of the best eye doctors in the country. And same thing. I got cataracts, and the only way to fix it is surgery. Mm-hmm. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to wait. If I need surgery, I'll probably do it after I fight. I'll have to deal with it. And they just fucking got better.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then again, when I fought Munoz, I remember I'm in the cage. I'm like, tell Ricardo or Mark, I'm like, my cataracts are back. Fuck. And then literally 3 days, a week later, I think it's trauma, there's so much swelling and shit, and I guess I bounced back. Even I went to the eye doctor. They even seen it, and they looked at it. They said, "You're good."
You're going to say no, but do you think it affects your fight at all? You're seeing stars, you're seeing blur. It doesn't. I knew you were going to say that anyway. But
no.
What's your general opinion on in your experience? Because you've had a number of injuries. You've had a long fight career. Been fighting 16 years with doctors and diagnoses. Because you were talking about one upstairs. Well, share the story. You got two opinions.
So this was after I fought Spencer Fisher. I remember. I went and took a nap midday.
There's a guy going through some medical shit. But we'll talk about that other time.
I know. I fought Spencer Fisher. This was a couple days after, a week after. I wasn't banged up at all. Maybe little bumps and bruises, nothing bad. That fight was.
By the way, we were talking about Tim Sylvia earlier. Spencer was a teammate of his. And I won $100 on that fight.
Oh, you should have bet 1,000, bro. Come on.
I didn't have it, bro. I didn't have it. But go ahead. Sorry.
No. So I remember waking up from a nap, and my neck was like stuck like this. I'm like, what the fuck? I was bugging, So I get an appointment with a doctor. Renee's mom gets me an appointment down in like Manawalkin. I've never seen this guy ever. So he goes, he X-rays me, and then he brings me in the office. He's like, if you continue to do what he didn't know what I did. He's like, you continue to do whatever you're doing, you're gonna have severe spinal damage, and you may.
Don't you just despise people
that
make such blanketed comment like that?
I know. Just from an X-ray.
Like if you were, I don't know.
He must have never seen athletes.
If you provided for your family by being an oil rig worker, and the guy just told you can never do that again.
Yeah.
That's
too fucking bad.
Yeah.
But if someone X-rayed your back, you're a physical dude. You've been lifting weights, and you've been in accidents and shit. You probably got fucking some bad. Everyone does. Like this guy probably never seen an athlete before in his life. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. Then I went to UPenn doctors, and first thing this guy says, like, "Oh, so when's your next fight?" I'm like, "This is my guy," Yeah, that was.
Generally speaking, do you find that doctors are pretty spot on with their diagnosis? You find they can be all over the place?
No, you just have to find the right guy.
Right,
if you find the right guy,
but are you just finding the guy that tells you what you want to hear, or are you finding the right guy?
No, I found the right guy.
Okay.
For one guy, the guy that I use all the time, that I trust, and it's not like he does all my stuff. He gets me to people that do the stuff I need to get done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just trust him. I think he's on point.
We talked about it, a couple episodes in a row, and obviously delved into it pretty deep. But your stem cell treatment, what do you give that overall rating, and how you feeling from it? And I know. I don't want to answer for you, but you saw bigger improvements in some areas than others, right?
Yeah, like with my hip, I'm obviously not got the replacement, so that was just too far beyond anything. I think it was just bone on bone. I don't think anything could have adhered. The stem cells didn't have anything to adhere to. I don't know if that's how it works, but that makes sense to me. As far as my shoulder and my neck right now is jacked up, but that is not even the issue. Like this is on the other side. This is just something, just freak accident. Right. But my hands do feel pretty good.
I was gonna say your hands.
My hands do feel pretty good.
You commented.
But I'm not really hitting pads as much because I'm all banged up. But whatever. I still got some time to feel it.
Yeah.
I do feel, as far as like my energy levels, I feel amazing. Now
how about Renee, who's obviously dealt with Lyme disease for years and years and years? That was the whole point behind her going with you and doing it, right?
Correct,
she noticed any?
She loves. She wants to go back. Yeah. She got the IV treatment, so a little different than I got.
Right.
But she wants to go back and do that again. So yeah, she definitely felt some benefits as far as feeling good, because I think Lyme's makes you just feel run down, and she said she does. Her energy levels do feel pretty good. Yeah.
She's completely changed her lifestyle though. Like Renee said, she won't even have a glass of wine now because she feels like it just affects her body too much. But
yeah.
And Frankie's got a cabinet upstairs. And I think most of it is Renee's. If you open this cabinet, which is to store glassware and plates and shit like that, from top to bottom it is literally nothing but vitamins and supplements and it's mostly Renee's, right? And
mostly,
it's the battle.
I got some stuff. I'm on my shit. I take you take any vitamins?
Creatine.
That's it?
No.
I've been taking creatine.
I don't even take
it's funny
creatine.
you said that. I've been taking creatine.
Have you?
I never take it, but I've been religiously
back
taking
in the
it.
creatine hype, I guess I took it, but I haven't taken creatine in years.
I'm trying to get my abs back though too, so I've been trying to eat right a little bit.
You were outside the other day with no shirt on. You got abs, bro?
Yeah,
or
but
it could be that I'm just fat. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be a little fat, but I got. It's crazy, bro. Like I used to never get this little pouch.
If you got a pouch, bro, I'm straight up fucking fat.
For real.
You were walking outside
For me.
What do you weigh?
Yeah. I'm like 160.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been lifting a lot because obviously I couldn't do much with my hip, but I've been lifting a lot.
So where do you obviously you got a manager and stuff, Ali, but what are you hoping for to get another fight? Like when?
Yeah, I think barring my health and all that, which I think I'm ahead of the game. I'm way ahead of the game. I think I'm 2 months out with this. I'm already kind of rolling live. That's why I hurt my neck. Yeah. Not like crazy. I'm rolling with guys that are light and all know that I'm banged up.
Right.
But I was sweating. It was good. Feeling good. So I think I'm way ahead of the game. So I think I can fight October, November is my goal.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. Can't wait to see your next fight. Yeah, I know. I think we were 7 days out. Not we. You were 7 days out of surgery. and we had to do a podcast, and you were obviously
No,
still
3 days out.
Was it?
I got it Monday. We did the podcast Thursday.
Oh yeah, that week we did it on a Thursday. You're right. Yeah. And you were like, I'm going to see if I can walk down the stairs without. Well, you can't really use crutches anyway, but you're like, I'm going to see if I can make it, and you did.
But
and then it was
crutches.
It was only a week or so after that. You're sending me videos of you shadowboxing in the living room, and that's back when he wasn't talking about it. Nobody knew nothing. I was like, you're just something special, bro. You're a fucking athlete, because most people wouldn't be doing that. Most people still be on the couch, you know.
Yeah, no, I just like to push.
Yeah,
I'm gonna knucklehead a little bit.
You think you push too hard ever, and you could be fucking hurting yourself?
I mean, this is why my body is fucking as banged up as it is. I definitely put a beating on it.
Yeah.
And I plan on I plan on doing that. I mean, honestly, like, if either let me fly or give me death. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
I know we've answered this before, but we might have some fucking new fans, and I always love picking your brain anyway. Worst injury you ever had? I'm 99% sure I know what it is, but
well, I mean, the nose thing was miserable.
It was
that was miserable,
bro. I hurt for you. You know
that was just so because it was that was a month long.
When you get to be friends with somebody and you're tight, you know, when they hurt, you kind of fucking hurt. Like, you know, when you had a couple KOs, and bro, I cringed at fucking. It just like you feel it. When I came to your house and you had, I mean. The only way I can describe them as giant tampons. I mean, that's pretty much what they were.
Yeah, they were called rhino rockets.
Shoved up his fucking nose was this big, and they were shoved all the way into his god. I didn't even realize how long these things were until he sent me a video of them taking them out.
Yeah.
But
dude, I wonder where that video is.
I have never seen a more miserable human being than you, bro. You were so miserable.
I hate breathing out my fucking mouth. I hate it.
Mouth breather.
It was so bad. Yeah. And the pain. And then, it was just miserable. And it wouldn't go away. Like, it kept coming. Like, the first thing, all right, so I fly home from Japan. And like
which again, to cut you off, they almost didn't let you fly, right? Because of the injury?
No, I just had to get checked. And
I thought it was
they wanted to make sure
I thought it was the altitude.
They wanted to make sure I didn't have any breaks in my face or anything. My nose is broken, obviously. No breaks in the face. So I fly home, and I think on Tuesday I blew my nose, and that's what happened. Is I blew the artery out in my nose. You know, I blew too hard like a fucking idiot. Don't blow your nose if you got a fucking bloody nose. Yeah. So I blew it too hard, and I blew the artery, and it just started bleeding. So I think the next day I went tried to get it Everyone's like, "Oh, let's get it cauterized." I go to the doctor. He cauterizes it. Good to go. I start walking out the office. I open the door. Blood starts coming out my nose again. Turn around, go back in. He's like, "All right, let's cauterize it more." And they cauterizing the shit out of it. I'm like, "All right, cool." He's like, "All right." I go out. I get in my car now. Now, blood coming down the fucking thing. I'm like, fuck. I go back. He's like, I didn't even know what he said. He's like, all right, we got to pack it. I'm like, all right. Now, when I think pack it, I've had staff for it. Like, they cut you open and they pack gauze. They just pack gauze in like this. Right. I'm thinking, all right, you're going to put some gauze up my nose. That's cool. This guy takes this thing. It's like fucking, it looks like whatever that, 8 inches? Yeah. 8 inches long?
It looks like a tampon, but 10 times the size.
Yeah, and like
10 times longer.
Yeah, like about, what is that, like 2.5 inches thick?
You would know.
It was like, yeah. It was fucking like I don't even know I don't know, cushiony kind of, you know? And he literally goes like this. He puts it under my nose and just shoves it in my nose. I'm like, I was like, I opened my legs, and I kind of threw him across. He's a little guy, my size. I kind of pushed him across the mat. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, oh. And it was kind of still in. My nose was like bent under it, you know? He's like, man, most people scream. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't know you were gonna do that. He's like, I got to get the rest of it in. I'm like, do what you got to do. And he goes, oh, and I'm like, oh. So he puts it in. Now I'm literally driving home. Like, oh, I'm like fucking miserable. That's painful as fuck, and I can't breathe now. I come home. I wake up the next day. I'm moving around. Fucking blood starts coming out that motherfucker, bro. God. I'm like, what the fuck? Bugging out. You know, this is like a couple days later, maybe. Blood starts coming out. So this guy's like, listen, I'm going to send you to the guy I studied under. So I went to UPenn. This guy was supposedly the man. He's like, all right, we're gonna open your nose up. We're going to fix everything back, you know, fix the brake. We're going to pack both nostrils, and we're going to send, you know, whatever. So I remember.
Why both, though?
Just because he wanted, I don't know. Because I guess he was correcting my nose, you know, made it somewhat straight.
Yeah.
So packs both of them, I remember being in the hospital. This is actually, I mean, kind of fucked up, but I remember waking up, not being in the hospital. It's like middle of the night. That's when I started watching Shameless. I had my iPad, watching Shameless shit. I'm fucking miserable, all high on drugs. And I remember her coming in. She's like, hey, "You're due for your, your medicine." I'm like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna get a pill." She gave it right in my fucking arm.
No shit.
Right at the Laudin. I could see why heroin addicts like heroin.
Right.
Bro, literally, when she stuck in my arm, I was literally melted.
Warm,
I melted.
yeah.
I was like, I'm like, damn, that's not good. And they brought me home with them, so I fucking didn't take them because I knew they were too good,
Right,
so I kind of like weaned myself off.
Well, you did that with the hip thing too. I saw the medicine upstairs. I'm like, what is this? You're like, I don't even take it. It's pain medicine.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with it, So then now I'm home. They wanted me to have this thing in for like a week or 8 days, something like that. So now it's like getting day 5 or something like that, and I'm on the couch sitting there and I'm like fucking white. Renee's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't feel good. She texts my fever, like 103-degree fever. She tells
you went septic.
She tells the doctor, doctor's like, "All right, bring him in right now." So on the way there, dude, I'm in the car fucking hallucinating, like talking crazy shit. And what happened is I got toxic shock syndrome, which is TSS. You know what that is?
No.
That's what women get if they leave a tampon in too long.
Right. Well, technically, you kind of did.
Yes, it is.
It's just in your face.
So I pretty much got toxic shock syndrome in my face. I swear, as soon as they took it out, boom, I pretty much was fucking fine.
And you weren't bleeding?
No.
Oh.
I felt. When they took that out, I remember I was like, "Oh my god!" I took a fresh breath of air.
There's a video of that somewhere. When they pull these things, pull these out, like you think, okay, that's it. There's no way a nose could take more than that. The thing had to be buried in your brain, bro. It was so big, it was crazy.
So then I go home and it starts fucking bleeding again, dude. It starts bleeding again. This guy's like, "Listen," he like tells me, he's like, "Listen, it's fixed." He's like, "What I want you to do is I want you to take a gauze pad, tape it right here, and don't touch your fucking nose." He's like, "Do not touch your nose," because I'm an idiot. Every time I'd hit my nose. I'd hit my nose. And he's like, "Every time you're hitting your nose, you're fucking up." It's like, "I don't want you moving. I want you chilling out." Right. I put that thing on my nose. I had it on for like 2 weeks and finally stopped fucking bleeding, bro. Yeah, wow. That was miserable though.
Well, I mean, I'm not a fighter, obviously, but I think as fighters and boxers, you learn early on, right? If you have an eye socket or a facial injury of any kind, don't blow your nose. And the time that really, came to fruition for me, like that is so true, is when Cowboy Cerrone fought Ferguson.
That was Ferguson?
I think it was Ferguson. Caught that spinning elbow, and he blew his nose. And you can see him clearly do it, blow his nose, and he comes back out, and his eye just buttoned shut.
Yeah, that happened to be my first fight ever.
They stopped it. Oh, really? Tyson?
No, my first fight, first MMA fight. I fought in the Bronx.
Oh, right.
I took a knee to the face in a fight. I won the fight. I won the fight. I didn't even look like I got hit really though, But I remember, I was like, it hurt. My face kind of hurt, but I thought I got fucking knee in the face. Should hurt. And I'm in the bathroom, and my nose is a little bloody. We were out to eat in Newark. I'm with Steve, and I go and I blow my nose, and all of a sudden, whoop, my whole fucking eye filled up with air. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you didn't know? You never heard of it?
No,
before
never.
Oh, really?
I'm like, oh my god, what the? I blew a little more. I'm like, oh my god, I'm bugging out. So now I have to go out I walk in the bathroom looking like this with I didn't get into a fight. I walk out, my parents like, oh my god, what the fuck happened to you? So then we start calling people who are nurses, and they're like, "Yeah, I think you probably broke something in your face."
So you're essentially pushing air into your face, right? I mean, that's
yeah. Because when you break your orbital, you break your sinus passages opens up, and it could release air into your skin.
Right.
Dude, it was so wild, and I'm a fucking knucklehead, obviously, and I'm sitting there. I have Steve trying to push it out my eyeball. I'm like, I think, and you could hear it crackling in between your skull and your skin. You hear it literally crackling. I'm like, oh. So then we go into the hospital. I finished dinner, obviously, and then we went to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, it'll seep out. Here's some, antibiotics, make sure it doesn't get infected. But sometimes when you break your face, I mean, I broke my face 3 times. And you break your face. Some people, I've been lucky. I think I have strong bones. That's what I think.
Yeah, drink a lot of milk.
Yeah, I guess. And I heard weed's good for bones.
You got the strongest fucking bone structure of any human being, then.
But But I mean, some people need surgery after they break their orbital. You know, like putting mesh and shit there. Like, luckily, some people like they break the orbital and their fucking eye turns like a different way and shit. So I've been lucky.
Did you see was it Jacare's arm got broken?
Yeah. Oof.
I saw it. It was the elbow, actually, right?
No, right above is the humerus.
It?
The humerus.
Jeez,
humerus is this bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think he's never been submitted in a fight. I think he's only submitted once before in a jiu-jitsu competition. It was against Roger Gracie. Roger Gracie broke his arm and he stuffed it in his fucking gi and tried to still competing.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ricardo has a sick match against Jacare, like a 50-minute match.
50?
Like a 50-minute jiu-jitsu match, yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's insane. Did you watch 262? Did you watch the fights?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think? I picked everybody. Well, I only picked the top two guys, but I picked them wrong. I thought Ferguson was going to be the old Ferguson.
I told you.
He was going to come back.
I told you, didn't I?
You kind of did. I feel like he's kind of done now, to be honest with you.
Whatever. Dude.
I mean, listen, you can't take away from him that he was arguably one of the best in his weight class of all time. But
absolutely.
After his last two outings.
This kid Darush is good.
I love Darush.
But I'm saying he's good.
Yeah.
Like, Tony, is he done maybe for the
Darush is
upper echelon?
He's beatable. He's been beaten.
He is, but he's also been winning a lot too. Yeah. So people get better throughout the.
Nobody won more than Tony except for his last two fights, which he didn't look great. I mean,
last three.
Oh, three, right? Yeah.
Gaethje.
Yep.
Oliveira.
Yep.
No,
right.
not Benny.
Yep. I don't know why I forgot Oliveira, but speaking of Oliveira, he looked great, man.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't pick him to win. This is what my thought process thought about Chandler. Is that he got fast tracked, obviously, and he was going to come out. Well, I mean, I guess I did kind of call it right. He was going to come out hard and heavy, but he was going to come out like super motivated because he knows this is going to be his fastest way to hold the belt. I mean, he's never going to get there any quicker than this. So he's going to come out, swinging heavy, which he always does, and he kind of stuck to the game plan that I thought he was going to stick to. But then he just got clipped, man. You know what I mean? Like he
was winning the fight. He definitely was winning the fight, but. I don't know. I seen Teddy Atlas put something. So you can't paint a picture, or you can't take a picture. Right. You know what I mean? You know what that means? Like you can't like hit someone and be like, "Ooh, let me take a picture of that." Right. You got to take a picture and you got to hit back. And he's like, "Never. You should never hit someone, take a picture, and pull straight back. You got to move your head left to right." I don't know. I kind of did what went to happen, but I mean, damn. Right.
Yeah. No.
So game inches,
Yeah. No, I agree. And
how about? Did you see Edson's fight?
And I didn't. That's the one. Bro, that's the one fight I didn't see.
That was fucking crazy.
I know he won, but
but KO.
Yeah.
And the guy Shane Burgos, I trained with him in the past too. So did Edson. He's a Jersey guy actually. Okay. But Edson, I thought he was winning the fight too. He's pushing the pace, which it's good to see. Edson obviously trained with us for such a long time, so I was happy to see that. But he nailed him with an overhand right, and he gets rocked. And then he falls down like 3-4 seconds later. Fucking.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. I did. Yeah, because that guy's
almost like you see that with a body shot.
He's known to have a really good chin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did see that, and yeah. I don't know why I said I didn't see it. I did.
It's like you see his eyes. His eyes are in it the whole time.
Yeah.
Even when he falls, his eyes are in it. His body just gives. Yep.
I've
had one time. I got a head kick knocked down in sparring. And I remember I fell. I fell, and I was like, all right. I got knocked down. I had put my hand on the mat. I'm on my knees, and I went to get up. My body just I'm in my mind. My mind was 100% there. I knew exactly what happened. Everything. I'm seeing everything. I go to get up. My body just didn't work. I was like, boom, I fell back down on my face.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what the fuck? Do it again. It fell back up. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, your body just gives out, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder why that is sometimes. I used to think
that's that's your body's defense. Your body's like because your brain, your mind. We're all fucking mentally tough dudes. We're like, I could do this. Your body's like, no, you can't do this. Let's fucking. I'm not gonna let you do this because it's gonna hurt your head more.
I think people that don't get into the sport or know the sport think when you sink chokes, you get put to sleep from lack of oxygen, lack of air. It's lack of blood supply to the brain. So cutting off the carotid artery.
That's why you pass out that quick. For oxygen, to pass out with oxygen, it's like take minutes.
Right.
Blood only takes seconds.
It literally only takes seconds. Yeah. Especially if it's something deep and it cuts that blood supply off completely. You're out in seconds. It actually happened to me. Fucking Marky did it
when he got in the weekend, the guy got deep on you.
Here we go.
He said he got deep. You cut that blood supply off.
No, you when I used to train with you, and Marky, who's a good fighter, but was, he's bigger than Frankie, but a lot smaller than me. But I total novice, never fought a day in my life. But I enjoy going over there. And I remember you saying to Mark, sink a darce. It was a darce joke. You would teach
No, head and arm, I think. Head and arm. I think it was just head and arm, right? I think it was just the head and arm. Might have been anaconda.
Yeah, it might have been. I forget. But anyway, I can't remember. So many years ago now. But regardless, you were telling Mark to show up for the class. And in my head, I was like, I'll fucking survive this. I'll fucking survive this. He's not going to fucking choke me out, and I'm not going to tap. Bro, I went to sleep. I literally went to fucking sleep. And I didn't even know I was asleep. It might have been 2-3 seconds. And I came back, to people saying, you all right? You all right? You all right? And I remember thinking, fuck, I'm all right. What the fuck are you talking? What do you mean talking about? But I went to sleep.
The dude that was in the class, he kissed you when you were out. He kissed you. He's trying to give you mouth to mouth. We were worried.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy to think.
It is, dude. How quickly you
mental toughness and being strong, it never equates to being
That's
talented.
what I'm saying. Like people like how they say like PCP. Oh, he's on PCP. I can hit him. He keeps going. Bro, if I choke that motherfucker, he's out, right? Or does PCP not care about blood supply to the brain?
No. I think, basic biology is still going to be basic biology.
Right,
but
yeah, so I
don't know if you want to get close enough to a guy that's on PCP.
But I heard someone say that that's not even true anyway, the PCP thing. But I'm like, I think
I've
that
seen
is
guys
true, right?
on PCP.
Pretty wild out, right?
I've seen guys that are on PCP getting shot with beanbags and tasers and eating it.
Yeah,
so I don't know. It seems
true.
like it's something a little different there. But
yeah.
You're right about the blood supply. But those guys are they just look fucking satanic. I don't think I'd want to get close enough to sink a choke in. They'd probably bite your fucking arm or something.
Nah, it'd be hard to bite you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd probably just swing and fucking
hope to not be in a KO.
I don't know that I wanted to get close enough to fucking, if a
so
guy's
you're gonna run from the PCP guy.
No, I don't.
Well, then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna
do? So what's your plan? A PCP guy fucking is shows up on your front lawn and you're watering your fucking lawn. What, you're gonna run up and fucking you think he's just gonna let you get behind him and put him in a rear naked choke and choke him out?
Well, no, he's not gonna let me.
First of all, he's probably gonna be 6 feet tall, and you're fucking 5'6". You're gonna have to get him on the ground. So you're gonna have to. Fucking,
I'm gonna double leg him,
all right,
and then stick a choke in, and it's over.
Okay.
Good night. Yeah, I'll bring a blanket out for you, pal. All right.
All right. So striking's never gonna come to mind.
No, I don't need to hit nobody.
Okay. All right. Is that because the mentality of it's as a civilian you're doing it and you get in a lot more trouble?
No, if he has PCP, I'll fucking elbow the shit out of that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait till he's out, though. I'll hit him when he's gone, when he's out.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I think we give I think, I heard this one time that you prepare your whole life for what might happen one time in your life, as a fighter. If you fight, like if you're a fighter and you're just training for
but if you're training for self-defense, you're saying, yeah.
Something might literally happen one time in your life.
But honestly, when you're training for self-defense, I mean, that's something that's like the cherry on top. It's all the discipline, the workout, all that is why martial arts is good.
When I say that, I mean naturally, like a situation. I don't mean going out to a bar and fucking eyeballing somebody.
No, like a real self-defense situation.
Like someone coming up and whatever, being on drugs or wanting to fight you in whatever way, at no fault of yours. It's pretty rare those situations actually happen. And I'm not talking about bar fights and shit like that. That's something totally different.
Yeah, no, you don't get it. I mean, otherwise we'd see it more.
Right. Well, it happened to a pro fighter. We've talked about Anthony.
Someone into his house.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that guy was on drugs.
PCP, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but regardless.
Renee would stab that dude. You know what I mean?
I think Renee would, yeah.
Yeah.
Because moms protect their babies, so.
Yeah.
If there's babies in the house, moms go fucking batshit crazy.
She might stab me in the process, too. Oops.
Renee's tough, man. I remember, when I was married, we used to do functions together, and the kids were doing, what was that? What's that place? The fucking bounce house place over in Lakewood.
Bounce You?
Is it Bounce You? Anyway, they were playing dodgeball in there, but you play on the thing,
Jump You.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter. One of those places. Yeah. And the moms were like playing a side game of dodgeball, but you play it on the mats, and they were getting a little aggressive. And I remember Jenny, when we left there, Jenny said, "Holy fucking shit, Renee's fucking tough." She like flipped me over her fucking shoulder, and yeah. So, but she trains a little bit, right?
She did just a little bit, and plus, fuck around with her a little bit, but she ain't that tough. I'll whoop her ass. No. So here, all right. Here's another thing I got it. Fidelity. Article talking about how Fidelity will allow 13-year-olds to trade stocks.
Really?
Yeah.
What parent would allow a 13-year-olds don't generally have their own money. So
yeah.
they're
now
trading
look,
their parents'
here's
money.
what teens can't do. Trade options. They can't borrow on margin. But the parents must also be a Fidelity client, and they can monitor these activities of their children and receive account alerts.
Listen,
deposits are capped at $30,000 annually.
There are some 13-year-old geniuses, but in the world we live in today, they're few and far between. Most 13-year-olds are fucking idiots.
Yeah, but don't you think? I mean, listen, think about it. I think that's pretty good. I mean, it's just tough because you could gamble it on something that doesn't work out. Mm-hmm. Like, kid gets.
I almost just said, "What's that fucking hole in your leg?" But that's from your surgery, right?
What?
Which surgery? Which leg do you have operated on?
My right.
Oh, the right. So what is that hole in your fucking leg right there that I'm looking at that I never saw before? You're wearing the short so I can see your fucking leg right here. You got a fucking like a hole in your leg.
That's staph.
Oh, that's from a staph infection?
Yeah, probably.
All right, well, you're wearing them shorts, man.
Shorts, baby. This is fucking look. I am up and down, baby. Oh,
no,
shit.
the way you had your leg, I'm like, looks like you got shot with a 12 gauge in your leg.
Does, yeah.
It does.
That shit hurt, that one.
I believe it.
You ever have staph?
No, I mean, I don't roll, bro, and it's normally we get
matter.
it on a mat.
No, staph's everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
But
I mean, it's more susceptible to it.
You have to have an open wound, and it's bacteria, basically,
not
right?
even an open wound. I mean, you could just get into your pores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The worst one I've ever seen in my life, and you know what I'm talking about.
Randleman, yeah.
Randleman, rest in peace, man. But Jesus, bro. And I think that's because he didn't get it treated.
Let it go.
He let it go.
Yeah.
It literally, if you guys Google Kevin Randleman, staph,
gnarly.
Kevin passed away, and he was a fucking legend. But anyway, that's a different subject. When he was live, an active fighter, and he was training, he got it from the mats. He got it on his side, like right here.
Yeah, and you can see inside his rib
literally, you can see inside of him. It is the worst case of staph infection I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a worse case than that?
No, that was the worst by far. But the one on my leg was bad because they had to cut it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. They cut out the bad stuff and then they pack it. Yeah. So they cut it open, like usually get an abscess, Yeah. And then they cut it open and they cut out the bad stuff and they pack it. This had so much pus in there that when they used the lidocaine, it just got diluted. So like I had no numbing. They're cutting my skin out, and I literally was not numb at all. I'm like, so it's literally someone taking a scissor and cutting my skin out. Fuck,
wow.
that hurt.
I had a muscle biopsy done here. Big, bro, it's like the size of a quarter chunk of meat they took out. My creatine levels are not. They thought I was taking too much over-the-counter creatine. But anyway, my creatine levels in my body were astronomically high for like a year, and they couldn't figure out why, right? It's got a name. I'm not saying the right name, but it's essentially your creatine level in your muscles was insanely high, like off the charts high, and they could not figure it out. They thought it was me from taking synthetic creatine at the gym, and I'm like, look, I'm not even fucking taking, or whatever I was minimal at the time, so I stopped taking it. And they would check me monthly, and it was through the roof. So they thought I had a genetic disease. They thought I had a genetic disorder, which was naturally occurring because they couldn't figure out if I wasn't getting it outside, of a natural setting, what it could possibly be because it was just through the roof, right? I forget what the count was. So my specialist said, look, you got to go for a muscle biopsy to find out if this is like a hereditary thing that you have. So I went in, and you're wide awake. And I knew they were going to take a muscle biopsy, but I'm thinking like they're going to do like a little core sample or something like that. Bro, I'm wide awake, and this dude, he numbs my leg. The nurse numbs my leg or whatever. They put some fucking cream on it, give me a shot. And they're like, all right, doctor, be in a minute. And he's like all nonchalant. The doctor comes in, and he has this, it's like a, I don't know, best way I can describe it. It's like a laser knife, you know what I mean? It's like fucking, they burn you open. They don't cut you open.
Wow, yeah.
And they fucking burn, and I see my leg just fucking butterfly open, and I'm like, holy shit. And I can smell my flesh burning and shit.
Damn.
Right? And he's like, all right, you don't have to look, but this shouldn't hurt at all. And it didn't. I didn't feel it, but I could smell it, and I could hear it burning, right? And, bro, he went fucking so deep in there.
Into your muscle?
Bro, right down. I still got the scar on my leg.
Wow.
Well, way, probably went a couple inches.
He had to get some of your muscle?
Bro, he pulled out a chunk of my fucking muscle so that I had an indentation.
Not your skin, your muscle?
My muscle.
Wow, isn't that like dangerous, though?
But I had an indentation when I went home. I could actually see an indent. They stitched it up and shit, and there was actually an indent there. And he told me within a month the muscle will grow back. And it did, and it was fine, yeah.
Wow.
But I came back negative, and after a year of those levels being through the fucking roof,
They went down
to normal. Yeah.
That's weird.
It's the weirdest thing, man. I got
You think they fucked up the test?
No, because I did it monthly, and they don't do the test. LabCorp does it, or what's the other one?
Quest.
Quest. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what it was. It was just some weird abnormality. I don't know what I was doing because we pretty much tried to eliminate anything it could possibly be. And the other thing they were saying is, like some hardcore, like extreme athletes will get this. And I was like, listen, man, I would love to be able to tell you that that's what I am, and I go to the gym and I'm like a fucking madman, but that's not me. Yeah. I go to the gym and I get an honest lift in. I don't cheat. I don't fucking but I'm not like an extreme. I'm not a fucking CrossFit Games type of guy or nothing like that. And they were saying sometimes their levels.
What's it called? It's called shit.
The other thing that I had going on for a while,
where you work out too much.
Right.
It's called rhabdo. Rhabdo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not.
The other thing that I had going on, I've had some fucking weird issues. No, that definitely wasn't it, especially with my legs. But anyway, my hematocrit level.
Hematocrit.
Your hematocrit level is your red blood cell level in your body. You have white and red, obviously.
Yeah.
Was high. I think men aren't supposed to be over 55, and if you get anywhere near 60, you're in jeopardy of a stroke. I think mine was like 58, 59. And
bro, why do you get this stuff checked?
I don't know, man. Well, my cardiologist noticed, because I go to my cardiologist.
You are old.
Yeah. Every 6 months, and he noticed my hematocrit level was a little high. He wasn't concerned, but he's like, "I'm going to send you a
Your cardiologist."
My cardiologist.
Why do you have a cardiologist?
Because I have high blood pressure. That's why I'm always red.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's not the tanning.
Ever since I got married, I have high blood pressure. But anyway,
only since you got married?
No, I'm kidding. But I've only had it literally for. I mean, I could have been dealing with it my whole life and just not known about it. But I
kind of got a little higher blood pressure too.
Yeah, no, mine's definitely elevated. But anyway, now it's monitored and it's good because I'm on blood pressure medicine. But anyway. When I was going to him every 6 months, they do just a blood panel. You know what I mean? And I remember the one time, and usually like something like your cholesterol might be slightly high, but nothing crazy concerning.
LDL.
Yeah, shit like that might be just like a little off here, a little off there. Nothing big. Shit that you can monitor with diet or whatever, or the next time it evens out. But I remember him saying, it's kind of weird. Your hematocrit level is, to the point where I wanted you to go see a specialist. So I went to see the specialist, and she said, yeah, you're in jeopardy of having a stroke. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, your levels shouldn't be over, I think it's 55 for a man, and I think women are like 52. I could be wrong. I'm not a fucking doctor. But anyway, long story short, I was like pushing 60, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, what do we do? So she's like, well, you have to go draw some blood off. I was like, what? Bro, I went into this room, this lab tech guy, whatever they call him, they got a name, puts an IV in me, and bro, he probably sucked off a bag of blood. It was like
he sucked off a bag of blood,
drained off a bag of blood. It was huge. And
how many pints?
I don't, bro. I'm guessing
we have nine pints in our body.
I'm guessing
right?
It was 2.
I'm
guessing it was 2.
Bro, how many pints of blood? I think 9 pints in our body, right?
It was a lot of blood, bro. And I remember him saying, I said, well, what do you do with that? Like, he's like, we throw it away. Can't, we just chuck it. We throw it in the fucking,
Why?
Blood.
What the fuck?
Right.
I thought people donate blood.
Okay, but listen. So this
they
guy
don't want
says,
your blood. They don't want your blood.
This guy says to me,
your high blood pressure blood.
You can come here,
10.5? Wow. Okay, 10.5 pints.
It's probably like 2, bro. I'm not kidding. So I remember he said to me, because mine is hereditary. My body just
blood pressure?
No, my high hematocrit level is just genetic. I just create too many red blood cells.
But does that mean you have great cardio?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Cardio. So what the fuck? How does that make any sense? I don't understand that.
So anyway, I don't know. So he said to me, this guy was like, look, I'm probably not supposed to tell you. This guy was cool. I was in the room with him for like an hour while he was drawing off blood. He's like, just go to fucking Red Cross every 6 months and donate your fucking blood. He's like, it's better than coming in here and getting drawn off and we just throw it away. So every 6 I don't know that I'm religiously at 6 months, but roughly twice a year, I go to Red Cross and they run a whole panel on you to make sure you don't have, fucking anything, your levels are like crazy. You have to be in a certain...
if you have AIDS, I can get growth off you.
No, they do check you for AIDS, but it's got to be within certain levels to be acceptable, and I always follow those parameters. So
you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
oh, that's good. That's good. Plus, you're helping people out.
Right.
Do you get paid for that?
No.
Is there a way to get paid for giving blood though? Isn't there?
No. Organs, maybe. I don't know about blood.
Sperm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
What do you mean? How do I feel about it?
I'm saying, would you feel comfortable giving your own sperm out?
I don't think I would do it. I mean, especially if people are just doing it for money. That seems a little weird to me. But yeah, it wouldn't be for me. I mean, I don't know why
Why?
It's just fucking weird, to be honest with you. It's weird.
Well, I mean, I know I don't want to do it because I don't want my kid, a kid of mine running around.
I have 2 children.
What if?
And I know everything about them. I've been actively involved in their lives since the day they came out. Why would I want to donate sperm and have my lineage running around somewhere and I don't know anything about them?
What if Gray comes upon one of them that's their lineages? You know what I'm saying?
Gray comes upon what are the odds of that? Whatever.
I'm just saying, you never know.
It would never happen.
Get out of here.
Never happen.
Bro, there's a movie. I forgot what it's called. Oh man, who's the Josh Brolin's in it? Oh, it's actually like a Korean movie. I think they redid it in shit.
But the premise is that?
No, the premise is he I don't know, something happens where he exposes someone for raping, having sex with their own daughter, you know, and like I don't know if he's a detective or a journalist. I kind of forget the movie. But what happens is they lock him in a room. He's locked in this room forever. He ends up getting out. He ends up falling in love with some young girl. It ends up actually being his daughter. He has no idea, and he ends up having. So they made it like happen where he got this guy in trouble for doing exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, fucked up movie.
That's crazy.
So yeah, but saying you never know.
I don't know what I'm talking about. But Woody Harrelson, didn't he marry like his stepdaughter or something? What the? No. What is it?
Woody did he? I don't know that.
I don't
look
know.
That up. No.
Look that up. What is that? I don't think it was his biological. I said Woody Harrelson. What a fucking idiot.
No,
I didn't mean Woody Harrelson. I meant Woody.
Woody.
Did I say Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, you did.
That's not what I meant.
You did.
I meant fucking.
Not Woody.
Allen.
No, Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. Woody Allen.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I can't believe I said.
Yeah, he
Woody
did.
Harrelson.
He married his fucking adopted daughter.
Yeah. Well, okay, I wasn't that far off.
That's free. Yeah, that's.
It's technically
what do you mean
not
that's that far off?
Well, I didn't mean to say Woody Harrelson. I didn't mean to say. But it's not biologically. It's not his blood, but it's his adopted daughter, right?
No, we're not. He's going on. He's doing the other one.
Oh,
right.
Well, anyway, regardless, it's fucking weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That is very weird.
To be a father role figure.
Did you see? There's a documentary that came out about that.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know what it is. This is why when we get the TV, we can do all stuff. We can bring up everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know,
gotta get that. Getting a TV, folks, where we can pull shit up and. We're getting more professional in here all the time. By the way, my cousin, who's probably the most critical guy ever, he really is. He's like a tell it like it is with no fucking mercy, which is kind of how I am, so I appreciate it. But he listens to the show. He's a pretty avid listener.
Is your cousin that's the big guy?
Yeah, the big guy.
Yeah.
New Hampshire, Kyle. We're pretty close, but Kyle has no fucking mercy. He just tells it straight. He doesn't care how you feel about it, which again I appreciate. But he's like, he said, your podcast is getting better. He's like, sometimes I can't hear the guest. He's like, it's annoying, but he's like, I listened to the Lance one. It sounded great. It sounded really good. It's getting better and better and better. And I said, well, listen, just so you know, we've had some technical issues. There's no doubt that we've sucked a few times. I remember one time we didn't turn the mixer on, right? But we had to use the audio from the camera.
Yeah.
Like there's been glitches that we did. It was our fuck ups. But most of the time, it's because the guests are like, hey. Like,
I know.
Hey,
well, it's up to us.
You know
we got to be on them. We got to be on them a little better.
I think we sound all right most of the time. But the guests are. You just got to talk into the mic, you know.
Yeah, talking to the mic.
Talking to the mic.
Yeah.
What else, pal?
That's it, buddy. Young and Restless. Did you get that? You know that guy, don't you?
Yeah, they sent me. I mean, this shirt's old now, but it fits right and it's comfortable. But I don't know him. It's Rob Dyrdek's brother, right?
CATT, not the CATT. The other one. Not his brother.
Cousin.
It's his
Sorry, cousin. Yeah.
CATT is one. Big CAT is one.
Big CAT was one.
But
yeah.
that's not the one.
No. But anyway, somebody hit me up. A rep for them hit me up. This shirt's probably 5 years old. And was like, yo, we want to send you some Young and Restless gear. Bro, they probably sent me 50 shirts. So I got like a fucking excess of them. But yeah.
Young and Restless.
Maybe not 50, but a lot.
You see this here?
Yo, what do you think about yeah, no, that's a classic fucking
dude, it's so crazy. Look at this, right?
Everybody references that photo.
Bro, Sonny Liston was only 29. That motherfucker looks 50 in that picture, don't he? He's 29. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a black and white picture.
What do you mean it's black and white? Whatever.
It's like a painting. It's not.
Just saying old, like back
in. It does look old, yeah. 29.
29?
Cassius Clay's only 22 in that. Holy shit. Yeah. Wow.
Dude, look at Cassius Clay's biceps and stuff and waist. Look at his waist. Look at his waist.
9-inch waist and
No, 9-inch. What?
Oh, sorry, wrist. Sorry. Where's weight? Oh, 31-inch. Sorry.
That's small for a heavyweight. What waist
30.
you got? What waist you got?
I'm well, it depends on what pants I'm wearing, but I'm between a 36 and 38.
Yeah, you're a big boy, man.
Yeah, no, I got fucking big hips, but you look better.
Yeah,
if you
I'm a 31. I'm a 31.
If you're a big guy, you are? Are you really?
Kinda.
If you're a big guy,
Probably
like up
30.
top, and you got a narrow waist, it's always better looking. If you're a big guy and you got a big fucking waist, you don't.
You're square. That's how
you
I'm
don't. You don't
That's
look.
kind of how I don't have a V.
I don't have a V either.
I'm like SpongeBob, baby.
Yeah, same. Fucking annoying.
Yeah.
All right, pal. What else you got? What else?
That's it, buddy. That's it, man.
I enjoy sitting down here.
Yeah,
with you,
it's
just
always
you
a
and
good
me
time.
sometimes,
Always a good
hamming it
time.
up. It's fun to have guests, but sometimes it's nice just to pick your brain and find out what's going on in the world of Frankie
sure.
Egger. So,
sure.
all right. Well, Dana, if you're watching, which I know you're not, give this guy a fight in the fall. All right, everybody's excited to see the comeback.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Got to take care of.
We'll get it done.
We'll
get it done.
Right.
Yeah. We're gonna heal up and get after it.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
That's it.
All right, big dog. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks for checking us out. Champ of the Tramp. We will be back next week.
Next week. Let's go.